They told us love would get easier with age. But the truth? After 65, dating can feel more confusing than ever. Not because we don't know what we want, but because we finally do. We've built a life. We've worked hard for our peace. And now we wonder, is it possible to open our hearts again without giving ourselves away? Let's talk about how to date again, with joy, with clarity, and most of all, with you still intact. Because falling in love again should never mean falling apart. We don't want to be rescued. We want to be respected. One of the first things we need to unlearn is the old story that someone else is supposed to complete us. At this stage in life, we know better. We don't need rescuing. We don't need someone to fix us, save us, or give our lives meaning. What we do need? Respect. Mutual admiration, emotional safety. Someone who looks at our life, the routines we've built, the freedom we've earned, and says, I see you, I respect you, and I won't try to change you. The truth is, after 65, many of us are finally living on our own terms. We've downsized our homes, retired from work, or simply stopped caring so much about impressing the world. We've figured out what feels good and what drains us. So when someone new walks into our life, we notice things we used to overlook, like whether they listen, whether they ask questions, whether they see the real us, not just a role we might play in their fantasy. That clarity, it's power. We no longer date to be chosen. We date to connect, and that shift makes all the difference. So if you find yourself wondering, why does love feel harder now? Maybe it's not harder. Maybe it's just more honest, more sacred, and worth protecting. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors with locks. Let's talk about boundaries, a word that used to make us cringe, and now it feels like a warm blanket. Because here's the truth. At this age, we've learned that not everyone deserves access to our time, energy, or heart. And setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about choosing who gets close and under what terms. That means saying no when we mean it. It means protecting our morning walks, our weekly bridge night, our peace and quiet. It means not answering texts right away just to prove we're interested, because real love respects space. In our 60s and beyond, we have fewer illusions. We know that love doesn't mean losing yourself. It means sharing your life, not surrendering it. So if you're dating again, ask yourself, do I feel heard? Do I feel honored? Am I giving from overflow or from depletion? Those questions matter. They help us stay rooted in who we are. And remember, the right person won't ask you to shrink. They'll love you at full size, with all your quirks, all your preferences, all your beautiful seasoned complexity. That's the love that lasts, not the kind that melts us down, but the kind that holds us up. Rediscovering yourself while dating again. Dating after 65 isn't just about meeting someone new. It's about re-meeting yourself. That's the part no one warns us about. When we step back into the dating world, it brings old fears to the surface. Am I still attractive? Will anyone understand me at this stage in life? But deeper than that, it stirs up memories of who we used to be, and sometimes who we wish we had been. But here's the beauty. We get to choose again. We get to show up as the version of ourselves we've grown into, with all the wisdom, softness, and strength we've earned. Maybe we're more introverted now. Maybe we're bolder. Maybe we want less drama and more depth. This isn't about reinvention. It's about remembrance. Remembering what lights us up, what brings us peace, what makes us laugh. And that rediscovery, it makes dating exciting again. Because we're not chasing a partner. We're inviting someone into our real life. So go on that date. Ask deep questions. Order dessert just for you. And most of all, stay true to the person you've become, because that version of you is absolutely worth knowing. Love now is about presence, not performance. In our younger years, dating felt like a performance. Look good. Say the right thing. Don't eat too much bread. We laughed at jokes we didn't find funny. We said yes when we meant maybe later. But now we crave presence. We crave real conversations. We crave sitting in silence without it being awkward. Love after 65 is no longer about impressing. It's about connecting. It's about showing up with our true selves, not a polished version designed for approval. It's about being okay with the fact that we've lived a life and that life left some marks. We have scars, stories, opinions, and the right person, they'll lean in closer because of that, not despite it. Presence means listening with your heart. It means letting someone see you when your hair is a mess and your thoughts are tangled. It means laughing at 6 a.m. over coffee or crying at midnight just because an old song came on. Presence means you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be there. And if they can meet you there, in the stillness, the slowness, the truth, then maybe, just maybe, it's love. Dating after 65 doesn't mean becoming someone new. It means returning to yourself and letting someone see that person fully. If you've been feeling unsure or like the world of love has passed you by, please know it hasn't. There's still beauty waiting, still connection, still laughter and late-night talks and hand-holding and deep, soul-filling peace. You just have to stay true to who you are and let love meet you there. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Elder Words. This is where we talk honestly about dating, aging, healing, and hope. Leave a comment, share your story. Let's keep growing together.